Good morning. Hi. Um, every time I turn on the camera, my brain just freezes. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Russell. I go by the artist name ColorN, and we are back with another one-day market vlog. We are getting ready to head out and set up for the Orlando Oddities and Curiosities market. Today, setup is from 2 to 9. The cat's going to be in the frame. I have a little bit more to do before we leave. Nick is currently making breakfast, so if you hear anything in the background, that's why. But I'm sewing a few inserts for my clear bags. I have 12 total, and I have 3 left to do, so I'm going to go do that. But probably the next time you see me, we're going to be on the way. Ouch. Okay, you see this? He loves to bite stretchy fabric and then pull it, but he always gets my skin in the process. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna be on our way next time you see me, and hopefully have a very easy setup. It's currently raining because I was outside tending to my butterflies that just hatched, because I am a butterfly dad, if anyone did not know. This time it wasn't monarchs, it was actually something that I'd never seen before, which is called a queen butterfly. And of course, Nick and I would get a bunch of queens in our little garden because that's our luck. I don't know what the cat's doing, but the cat's on his own journey today. Ow. You know, this is video evidence that you abuse me. And then he stops. He stops when I call him out. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go sew, and then I will check in with you guys later. I lied. I'm gonna check in and show you guys what I've been doing. We look really spooky in this lighting. Anyway, welcome to my sewing room. It's currently a mess because Nick is in the process of selling his old Monster High dolls. I'm a little embarrassed to show you guys, but he's not watching, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So this is all the stuff that's on eBay. Well, will be on eBay, I guess. But I have this little section here to do all of my ironing and whatnot. That's a box of my prints that came in just in time for the show. And here are the rest of the stuff that is currently on my cutting table. So I've been navigating that. But anyway, this is the state of the bags, or the inserts currently. They're done. That's the lining. They're inside out right now. I just need to add the binding around the edge. If you don't sew, you may not know what that means, but yeah, just know it's going to be really pretty and not a raw edge when it's finished. And then they will get inserted into my clear bags, and then they will be up for sale. So I have 3 patterns. Again, it's the Ouija board, whatever that is. It's like it's like tarot cards, and skulls, crystals, the like. And then this print right here, which is, I guess, more tarot stuff, but it fits the vibe. So I forgot to mention that I did this show 2 years. This is my 3rd show doing this. This is my 3rd time doing this show. The first 2 times were an absolute blast. I don't know the state of the economy right now, so we're gonna kind of see together where it's currently at. So I'm a little nervous, but also I'm really excited because this is my first show since MegaCon back in February. MegaCon didn't go so well, so I really hope this show does. But yeah, now I feel like I'm going to start sewing and then checking with you guys when we're on the way. Okay, so we packed up the car. I don't know if you can see. But anyway, we're on our way. We're on I-4 right now. Map says it's going to be about an hour and 2 minutes, which we were kind of expecting. Our friend Matthew is going to join us to set up. I don't know if he's going to be there tomorrow, but I offered him a badge just in case. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully setup goes well. It was kind of rainy this morning. It's cleared up a lot. All I see is blue sky now and maybe a few clouds. So hopefully rolling in there is not going to be annoying because of all the puddles and the wet ground. Because last time, there really wasn't much pavement to roll in with, so we're hoping that our carts don't get stuck in the mud. So we build the bones backdrop. I'm doing something new with my prints here. I'm gonna make like a little plate rack. It's these. I'm doing a bunch of these over here for my 8.5 by 11 prints, because the wire rack that we usually use is really, really large and cumbersome. So I thought about consolidating it and condensing it down to just a few things instead of a huge print rack that won't collapse. So, and then just my normal setup happening, but this is the bare bones of everything. I'm very excited. Grids. Looks like Matthew's in jail. All right, we'll see you at home. Bye. We finished setting up the bare bones. We just left. I think you guys saw a little bit of clips from that all happening, but it is currently raining. When we were actually setting up, it was coming down real hard. You could hear it out from inside. The venue, clearly there's a horse show or something around there, because the whole venue when you walk in just smells like horse shit. And because there's a lot of taxidermy people, like I feel that there's a lot of other chemicals happening too. So there's a lot of interesting smells when you walk in, to say the least. But we're on our way home now. We're gonna cook dinner. Matthew will be joining us. He helped us set up, and we're gonna have a nice little family dinner and then be ready for the main day tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Saturday the 28th. Yeah, tomorrow Saturday the 28th of June. June?
Yes.
June. Hopefully the rain isn't going to be raining tomorrow. The rain isn't going to be raining tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be raining tomorrow. Words are hard. Anything you want to say, Nick?
Nope.
Tracks my face. Anyway, I'm going to stop bothering Nick so he can drive, because I'm a passenger princess 99.999999 repeating percent of the time. So I'm going to stop distracting him so he can get back to playing his music and he doesn't have to listen to me talk. So anyway, I will see you guys in the AM.
That's so close.
You love it close. It's your close up.
No, I don't like that.
You love it. Hi, good morning. So it is 8:09 a.m. It is Saturday, June 28th. Today is the day for the Orlando Oddities and Curiosities market. We are on the way, clearly. We just stopped by, can I say Starbucks?
Sure.
We stopped by Starbucks. It was closest to us, so don't judge. But we got breakfast. Nick got coffee. I don't do coffee anymore. Unfortunately, I'm very sad about that, because it gives me crazy, crazy anxiety, and I don't want to be cracked out all day. So anyway, we're going to get there. We're going to park hopefully pretty close, because for loadout we need close to the dock doors. Chances are they're probably already pretty full, because there's a lot of people who were still not there yesterday when we were setting up. So I really hope that parking isn't crazy already. But chances are we'll probably have to park in the grassy lot, because we had to yesterday even though we were able to move the car closer once people were moving or going home or whatever they were doing. They were done setting up. So yeah, hopefully have an easy load in, a great day, and an easy load out. It's supposed to rain later today. We did check the forecast. Around like 6 p.m. I think it's supposed to rain pretty hard. I don't know, we'll see. It was coming down yesterday. I know I got some footage of it. Sorry, I'm so burpy. I got some footage of the rain. It was very, very trafficy. Right now it's projected to have us there in 25 minutes instead of like an hour and 10 minutes that it was yesterday to set up. Granted, yesterday was Friday, so it was rush hour traffic. Pretty sure anyway, because we left a little bit earlier than last year. We left around 3 p.m. and got there around like 4 something. So we were trying to beat rush hour, but I guess that didn't really happen. Plus the rain didn't make it any easier, because I'm sure there was some car accidents or whatever. There was a lot of police cars going around us trying to get to something, maybe even trying to get out of traffic, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna be there. We're gonna get there and start setting up the rest of our merchandise, because yesterday we just did the bare bones of the booth, and then we'll be open for business. So I will check in with you guys later.
Welcome to the Orlando Oddities and Curiosities market.
So here's my new booth, the print setup. I'm so worried that you can hear the music, and I might have to cut it short just because I don't want to get dinged for copyright. But yeah, this might end up being a voiceover, who knows? But hopefully the music isn't too loud. But yeah, I should be introducing my booth, but I'm pretty sure like if you've watched my channel long enough, you kind of know the deal. The only thing new, which you guys have seen from MegaCon, is the t-shirt and then this heart bag and then a few of the prints. So I have this print of Sailor Moon. I have this one from Dungeon Meshi as well. It's like Hot Boy Summer, but there's oh my god, I forgot her name. I am blanking right now. Let me know in the comments what her name is, but she's over there. We are all set up and I am ready for the day, but we had a little dilemma. We updated our phones to the iPhone, whatever it is now, and our Square does not plug into that. So we're gonna have to do tap to pay today or type it in manually. So we're already starting the day off really positively, and I will update you along the way on how this goes today with the whole payment situation. Hopefully a lot of it is cash, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. But I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I'm gonna be optimistic. Hello. So checking in. It's about an hour and a half into the show. We met a lot of familiar faces, met some new ones like my Instagram post, but everyone's still a little bit of looky-loos. People are currently at the bars getting their cocktails to get ready for their shopping experience. I'm not sure, but sales have been a little slow to start out, but I feel that I'm going to channel my inner Nick and be a little bit positive, and I feel that sales will definitely pick up later. But we'll see. Sorry, I'm in the way. I'm always in the way. Because we've had a few sales already. Nothing major, but like, again, I'm going to channel my inner Nick and be very positive and say that we are going to make bank at this show. Also, I wanted to say that the debacle with the Square issue that we were having earlier, where our phones are too new for the Square readers that we had, tap to pay is a thing. Yeah, we didn't realize that. Tap to pay kind of saved our lives. We're so old that we forgot we had tap to pay until our neighbors told us that we did. And I'm like, okay, great. Crisis averted. We have about 2 hours left, and I definitely made table. I made table within the first 2 hours, so insert hooray sound here. I would say sales are definitely down since the couple years that I've been doing this, but with the state of the economy, that is 100% to be expected. I was kind of going into this show not knowing what to expect because of that. Someone just bumped my entire booth. But yeah, it's starting to thunder outside. I can hear it from here over the music, and I don't know if that's going to deter people from coming in or leaving or whatever, but last year it definitely like made the crowds die off a lot, so I hope that's not the case this time. But yeah, so far it's been pretty good. I still love the show no matter what. It's very fun. It's very easy. I wholeheartedly recommend the show, and all the people that are associated with it. All the other vendors are really cool. The bartenders here are really cool. Yeah, it's just been a great show. Just wish it was a little bit busier, but it is what it is. Hi, I'm vlogging.
Yay!
I'm gonna put you on the social medias.
Beautiful, thank you. I'm terrible at social media.
That's okay, I got you.
Run it out like that a little bit, reach underneath, and just go boom. And then, I have an ABC canopy, and like figuring out how to set that up was
I had to pause Queen Herbie so I could do my little my little recap. Or actually, no. I'm gonna do a recap once we get home. But we are packed up. We are ready. Well, no, we've been ready. But we are on the way home from the Prometheus market. I am very, very tired. How are you feeling, Nick?
I feel fine.
Wow. I guess I'm the old person here. Nick's fine. My back hurts. My hair is curling from the humidity. Because I feel like once it hit like 15 till 7, they decided to shut off the air conditioner, and then all the flies decided to come out. And actually, there's flies all weekend, but yeah, the flies were out. We got 2 flies in our car. Luckily, I shooed them out though. But we were all packed up. We're headed home. We ordered Chipotle because we deserve it. We are so deserving of the Chipotle. I even treated myself with guacamole, so because I am worth it. But yeah, once we get home, actually no, I'm gonna transition to tomorrow, and I'm gonna do a sit down with all of you and do a recap because I have thoughts and opinions, mostly good. So just saying that right now, so it's nothing crazy, but yeah. So had a good show. Talk about it tomorrow. Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, well, let me get the mic out of Nick's face so he can drive, because like I already said, I'm a passenger princess, so see you guys tomorrow. Hey everyone, so we are back from the Oddities market. I mean, how do I even start? So overall, the market is great. I love that market. I think it's one of my best shows. I think it's one of my best one-day shows to date. Let me pull up my spreadsheet really quick so that I can see how much I actually spent on the booth cost. Okay, so for a 10 by 10 space, it was $125, which I feel in this economy right now, that is amazing, and that's completely unheard of. Do I hope that continues? Of course I do, because that leads more profits to the artists and other vendors there. This show is amazing. I've already said that. The overall vendors are really, really nice. Again, I had my reservations at first because my artwork may or may not necessarily fit their aesthetic, and I've run into people before where they're kind of like giving me the side eye, like why is this person here? But this market attracts all kinds of vendors, anywhere from taxidermy, the cat's going crazy, taxidermy, other artists, makeup, what else? There's t-shirt vendors there, skulls, bugs, like all over the place. So I feel like this crowd is very inviting, it's very welcoming, and I love them. And plus, like, even the attendees, like when you're trying to get through the crowd, they were like, oh, excuse me. Like, everyone is just so nice and so welcoming that I couldn't have asked for a better venue and a better crowd. If I remember correctly, I think my biggest seller was my was my 11 by 17 prints, which I was surprised because I did have a lot of people come up to me and saying, did you have this in a smaller size? Because apparently they're running out of wall space, which is very typical for, print artists to experience. Although I do sell more than just prints, but those larger poster size prints were my biggest seller. And I will say that my new Sailor Moon piece, I'll probably insert it here so you can see, was my number one seller in that category. My number two category were my Ita bags. I know, surprise, surprise, but bags do really well, especially for a venue that doesn't allow bags inside, which I found that the crowds at first were a little sparse. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. The crowds at first were a little sparse just because they were having parking issues with the attendants. Apparently their card readers or whatever weren't working at first. So I don't know how they were really navigating that. My cat has the zoomies right now. I hope you could hear that. As well as people didn't know or didn't read ahead that they couldn't bring any large bags inside. So that was a good problem for me, just because people were buying bags, people were buying my bags. And I do sell a little clear purse that I make inserts for, which you saw earlier in the vlog of me actually sewing the inserts for. But that was my biggest seller in the Ita bag category, just because they're very cheap. I think they were, I think it's $20 for just the bag and then $10 extra for the insert. So combined, it's like a $30 purchase, which really isn't that expensive, all things given, especially things that the other vendors are selling, which is really high ticket items for taxidermy and things like that. They were selling alcohol, so Nick and I did partake in a few spirits, which really helped to loosen me up. I know that makes me kind of sound a little crazy for doing that, but I'm running on high anxiety. So it just really helps me out to kind of loosen up and be more personable, because otherwise I'm just kind of hiding behind my merchandise because I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't know if anyone else experiences that. Comment below if you do, because I have social anxiety. But overall, would I do the show again? Of course I would. I know that a lot of vendors probably didn't make as much as they were hoping, just because, all things given with the state of the world and the economy as a whole, it's very much anticipated to not do as well as we have previous years. But I still did very, very well for all things given. I feel I'm going to count all my blessings. But again, would I do the show again? Absolutely. And I know that vendors from previous years kind of get an unspoken rule about almost like a rebook thing. We're on the list of familiars, so we kind of get first priority to buy a table or buy a vendor booth. So if you are brand new to this show and want to get into this show, just go onto their Facebook. I know that sounds archaic for the younger generation, but go onto their Facebook page, look them up, and I think they announce there whenever their vendors' applications do go live. So just keep an eye on that. But that's all I got for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.